Good day everyone and welcome back to my channel. We're gonna do an overview of Sony's latest state of play. And so far, I think this is the best one yet. There's a lot of reveals containing a bit of gameplay, which is far better than a bunch of CGI trailers. Before the event started, I had low expectations for this one, but by the end, I was really happy with what they showed. So the first one was the surprise announcement of Resident Evil 4 remade with the latest RE engine. Ever since Resident Evil 2 and 3 was remade, fans have been speculating when will the next installment be released. And month by month, rumors are being spread around the internet about updates on the story as well as some screenshots. Now with the fourth installment's announcement, the trailer even showed a release date of March 24, 2023. By the looks of it, it appears that the game has a darker tone and setting than the original 2005 version. The atmosphere and vibe is eerie, the backgrounds and characters look well detailed, and the animations are fluid and more lifelike. The memorable part of the game is when they drop you off by the creepy woods and you'll eventually come by the village that's filled with disturbing looking townfolk. Now, I'm more excited on how I'll be able to relive those kinds of moments at much higher visual fidelity with improved sound and atmosphere. Aside from Leon, we can see updated character looks from Louis Serra, Ada Wong, and Ashley Graham. We are also shown brief glimpses of Osmond Sadler and Vitoris Mendez with a more evil look. According to Capcom, this is being done by reimagining the storyline of the game while keeping the essence of its direction, modernizing the graphics, and updating the controls to a modern standard. The remake will have some form of PlayStation VR 2 functionality. We can expect more news about the remake in the coming months as the game will be released in early 2023. Now on to the VR segment. Resident Evil Village is being developed on the PSVR 2. What I love about the trailer is the ability to peek around the corners. Next is a gameplay look for Chapter 2 of the Walking Dead Saint and Sinners franchise. It shows more zombie hack and slash as well as the possible lead antagonist of the game. Next is some shooting and cool space mechanics from No Man's Sky. And lastly, a gameplay look on Horizon Call of the Mountain. Now the game has seen some visual upgrade versus the initial trailer. Dodging looks smooth during the combat segments and there's even climbing mechanics. The machines look deadlier up close, especially the Thunderjaw at the end. Another surprise is the announcement of Marvel's Spider-Man coming to PC this August 12. Now the announcement has brought a mix of reactions from people around the internet. Some are disappointed that the game is coming to PC, as Insomniac did mention before that the game is exclusive on PlayStation, while others are rejoicing that they'll be able to experience the best Spider-Man game on PC. In my perspective, I'm happy that this game will be available to more players, as Spider-Man has some of the best traversal and fluid combat animations developed. I'd like to add as well that Sony was able to earn millions bringing their franchises to PC. So we can expect that after a few months or years, specific PlayStation games will eventually be available to PC. Next is another look for PC and PlayStation game Stray, which puts players in the paws of a stray cat lost in a world inhabited by robots, machines, and viruses. The adventure game is in third person and you are looking for your family. The gameplay elements include puzzles and traversing platforms in order to progress the story. The player is also joined by a robot companion called B12 who can translate the language of the robots and stores items and food. In my case, I love the atmosphere and exploring elements of the game. The art direction looks fantastic with the vibrant hues and robot designs, and being in a perspective of a cat is new and refreshing. Only a month and a few days away as the game will be releasing on July 19. Finally, a new Callisto Protocol trailer has dropped. I've been looking forward to a new announcement ever since the first trailer was revealed last December 2020. Now with the update, this game looks absolutely brutal and entertaining. The game is being developed by a new studio called Striking Distance Studios and is led by Dead Space and Call of Duty franchise veteran Glenn Schofield. Striking Distance Studios was formed within PUBG Studios. Krafton, formerly known as Blue Hole, will be publishing the game. They are also partnered with Skybound Entertainment for other potential opportunities beyond the video game. The game has a lot of similarities with Dead Space, and that's an awesome thing. The creature designs look horrific and intimidating. The environment as well as lighting is dark and terrifying, which is perfect for a survival horror game. So far with what the trailer has shown, I feel like the Callisto Protocol can make a unique distinction of their game from Dead Space. Next game shown is Rollerdrome, which is a third-person action shooter that mixes high-octane and intuitive combat with some fluid movesets. The game will be releasing on PC and PlayStation. Rollerdrome is followed by Eternights, an action game that has similarities to Scarlet Nexus in terms of combat and art style. What amused me the most is that the game suddenly had a dating sim mechanic. Eternights will be coming to PC and PlayStation. Fans of the Street Fighter franchise will be more than happy in seeing the newest iteration of the game. The trailer showed the new playable character Luke training at the gym, then suddenly viewers were treated to an open area of Metro City which allowed the character to do exploring in third-person mode, which is a new and exciting feature for the game. The open world mode is called World Tour and is an immersive single-player story experience. Though the characters look more realistic, which is a departure from the previous game, the animations remain smooth and that the added stylized effects perfectly fit the theme of the game. Battle Hub was briefly shown and is another mode that will let players connect in new ways. It's described as further expanding the scope of player communication and engagement. A separate trailer was released containing the new real-time commentary feature, which is also a first for the game. The commentary comes from well-known talent in the fighting game community and subtitles are supported in 13 languages. Street Fighter 6 also launched a new look for their logo, as the initial logo received heavy criticism when it was first shown. On the indie side of the show, Tunic, an isometric action-adventure game, will be coming to PlayStation on September 27. The game has similarities to the old Legend of Zelda games with a bit of Soul series mixed into it. Tunic has received promising reviews when it first launched, praising its exploration and art. Next is Season, which is a third-person atmospheric adventure bicycle road trip game. The story is told through the eyes of a young woman coming from a quiet and secluded community, and she sets out to explore the world. The art and setting looks great, the music along with the scenery and dialogue hits you right in the emotions. I'm definitely keeping my eyes on this game. Now for the final game shown in Sony's State of Play, it's an updated look on Final Fantasy XVI. The theme showcases a more mature tone compared to the previous installments and blood is visibly seen. The main protagonist Clive Rossfield showed stylized attacks and over-the-top combat systems similar to action games. The trailer previews more details regarding the world of Final Fantasy XVI and the ongoing conflict between the different characters. The massive summons, which are known as icons, battle each other out throughout the trailer. It's also indicated that the player will be able to use them to some degree. With all the bits of lore and information about the story, I'm starting to get more interested in the game. However, I'm still on the fence regarding the user interface of the game, damage numbers, and the statuses look too colorful and flashy given its setting and theme. A lot of details have yet to be shown from Final Fantasy, and it will be interesting what they'll showcase next as the game comes closer to release. Overall, I'm more than satisfied with Sony's State of Play, as in the past it had a reputation of being lackluster in terms of reveals. Now we'll have to patiently wait for Sony's next big event, as this will preview all the first-party games that Sony has yet to announce. And that is it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. Are you happy with the latest State of Play? And which games caught your attention the most? Let me know about your thoughts on the comment section down below, and I will see you all soon.